Okay guys, today we're working on this waterfall. It's shut off right now. We had one pipe going to there with a valve, and what I had done was I ran a hose from there siphoning down to this waterfall. But we realized that if the electricity went out, then that siphon wouldn't start, and we had too much water going to this bowl here and it would overflow. It happened to us once, so we realized that. So here's what we did today. We re-piped all of Greg Woodstock's piping here, and what we did was we added in a Y, so we cut the pipe there. This is for future use. We have plans for that. But this is a Y. We left theirs on the bottom. Now this one here will go over and to the second waterfall. When we turn the water back on, we can adjust each one to where if the power goes out and comes back on, they'll start running the same way out of the waterfalls. And it's a fail-safe instead of relying on the power not going out and the siphoning not starting again and all that. So now, as soon as the water goes back on, this here should fill up here, and then this whole thing will be running, and there'll be water back on this side again and running out into the pool here. Then that waterfall that they made will come down and run through all the plants and come into the pool there. So let's turn the water on, Josh. Right here. Okay, Josh, you plugged it in. It's going to take a second to fill that bowl. Okay, now we have water coming out of this waterfalls and that waterfalls. That rock there covers that pipe in the front. The 2 points stick down, and that leans up against the pipe. Oh, stand it up more. There you go, like that. Now that piece goes over top and touches the rocks together.
But I'm watching that.
I'm watching that.
Here, in the back. Points in the back.
It's leaning forward, Josh. It would leak up here first. So that's good. And here's water here. I got to put a rock up there blocking off some of that water on the edge. I'll fine tune that and then we'll get back to it. But that over there is running good. I like that. Okay. Pretty much getting to the end of the project. There's the river, all the plants in it, and the waterfall that they made. There it is, nice and splashy, and got some white water in there. And here's our waterfall. Added onto it, all up and running. You don't see the pipe no more inside of there. And they're both on valves. So we tried it. We cut off the main electric, turned it back on. They both went on to the same speed. Nothing overflowed. Nothing. Usually that thing would overflow the spillway. But it's looking good. Getting there. We got a bunch of plants against that wall. And then here, we're getting ready to start this build over here. Ouch! Now we got some cleaning to do. Okay, guys. I'll show you down here. Okay, so we're done with the waterfalls outside. So now we're going to come in here and do some work in here. Figured I'd just show you the tank real quick. Everybody thinks that's so full, but it's not. This whole rest of this tank is open. There's hardly no fish in it. There's just a few on the bottom. But anyways, now we're getting ready to go to work in here. And let me show you what we're doing in here. Okay, guys, what you haven't seen is today we got the 1,000-gallon back open because we took the 190-gallon that was here, that was a double stand. And you guys remember we got it from Jim Kitchen. We put it here. Excuse me, Josh. We put it here, and now it's beside the 265. We got the 190 there, and then I think it's 90 or 100-gallon below it. And that took the place of this setup that was there, these 275s. We're now moving these 275s over here. So we're moving that out and putting the 275s there. And then we can get rid of that, our 60 gallon, whatever it is. It's a 60 tall. And now we've, opened up the area here in front of the 1,000 and made this look like to where you can't even tell there's a pool behind it. But here's the pool. It's only about half full right now. And all the stingrays. There's more back there. But we're upgraded. So now we can get rid of that 60 gallon and put the 275s in its place. And what we need, if anybody's out there that has one, see how this is a wood stand? We need a metal stand that's a dual 75, like that tank. I've got a 90 on top and a 75 on bottom, but it's metal. This here has these big, 4x4 sticking out on each end, which makes it wider than 4 foot. We only have 4 foot right there from that metal pole that's holding up the beam. We only have 4 foot over to the edge of here. So this tank here is now going to stick out like 6 inches or 8 inches past the edge of the 22, which will be fine for a little bit. But if we can find a metal dual 75 gallon, stand, I'm willing to buy it. We need it. Or we can trade it for this wood stand and, throw in some money or whatever. But we need a metal dual 75 gallon stand. And, appreciate if anybody has a lineup on one, or let us know. But, this is our Saturday day work. Josh gets to work all week, and then he gets to hang out with Dad on weekends. Right, Josh? Apparently. This is something you wanted to do. I would rather have sat back today and called it off. But Josh wanted to get this done, so... we did move this big tub that we had Betty in, that big Pacu you guys saw us get. And we got 2 Oscars that came today. We're acclimating to this tank, put them in with these guys. And in here, you want to move that lid, Josh? In here we have the tarpon. Look how much better they look. I mean, they are like getting way healed up. They are almost ain't even, bad looking like they were when they came in. There goes one in the Pima, both of them. Okay. And another update is, let me see, we got the 2000 in. We took all the Roman decorations out of the 2200. Someone's coming to take these 3 piranha today. We got these goldfish in today. Tom says he's coming to pick up his fish finally. Yay! And that's how things are going around the rescue here. Clearing out. We'll have these tanks out of our way soon. And we took a bunch of fish out of here, so this is much more a kind tank instead of so vicious. Everybody was picking on each other. Angels are doing good. Oh, Josh, there's 4 of these neons in here. We still got to clean the bottom tile off of the algae. That wipes right off. We fed Pittsburgh his clams, and you can see, look at the mess he makes. We have to get in here and siphon out all of this, and it goes throughout the whole tank. That was 1 bag of clams for him yesterday. He makes a mess. What's up, Pittsburgh? Hi, buddy. We're done. When you walk in now, remember there was 2 75s there? Now there's the 190 and then the 100 gallon underneath. Over here, we were going to move this 180 and put it there, but we decided to leave it there. We've got the 75 and the 90 over here. And now, with this here, it opens up this walkway in between. This is where the 60 gallon used to be. Now we've got a 75 and a 75. The 60's right there against that back door. And we've still got the same amount of walk room in here. And cleared all this out. We took in some Oscars today. Got rid of some Plecos today. And then we got our way out. So, I mean, everything is coming together. It's just we got to keep working at it and keep working at it, and we'll get it done. It's a matter of just picking apart a little bit every day and get it done. Thing is, you just can't be lazy. You got to keep working at it. Look at these pothos over here. They're doing great. That's on top of my filter. There's all the socks there. The table of socks. They're 100 micron. Then it goes through this 800-gallon tub as a settling chamber, and the pothos is eating the nitrates off the top. Then it comes into this tube, over to here, into these two buckets, into the bio balls, and then out into the pool there. So, yeah, everything's done good. The pool's filling back up now. As soon as this is up to that level right there, you see the water level. As soon as it's back up there, we're done for the day. Got a little bit of cleaning up to do. We got to fill these tanks here still. But before we do that, I have to find a 1/4-inch piece of something to fit underneath here that won't smash down when it gets wet. Because, like pine wood or anything like that, it gets wet, it'll smash down. So right now, the baby stingray and the albino pearl ray is in there that go in that top tank. Now we have nothing for the bottom tank, but we don't want all the bacteria to die out of all the filtration. So we're hooking this back up and going to fill it with water, and we'll decide later what to do with it. Okay, it is completely done. Here is 90 gallon or 190 with water in it, and 100 gallon in the bottom. Here's the 75s all set up. We have a GATF in there. Nothing in the bottom yet, but that's not on our system. So neither is this. So we could use these for quarantine if we needed to. We just took the GATF out because in with the other tanks, he bit a chunk out of one of the baby clown loaches. Josh, you got something to say to our people here?
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. For all those diehards, hit the notification bell down in the corner. And always, stay fishy, my friends.
That's right, stay fishy.